destination is on the right.
So as you can see there, our car got written off a little while ago. So what we thought that we were going to do, rather than replace the car, as we thought that to allow us to go touring and stuff like that, we thought that we would use a camper van as our family car and our everyday car. And this is, in a nutshell, how easy or how hard it is and the pros and cons. So as you can see, one of the first advantages, but also the disadvantages, is just the overall size. So I used to drive a Ford Focus, so this is quite a big vehicle compared to that, and especially with the bike rack on the back. But what that does mean is it means that you've got acres and acres and acres of space inside. I'm going to show you in a minute how we utilise that space and how we make the most of it. Just about to start filming, I've just been summoned back into the caravan because I think the baby's done a minging nappy. But even though there's only 2 seats in the back, there's 3 seats in the front, so it just means that a family of 5 can use all the space. So we're just going to go to the post office now, just in Northwich, so it'll be a good opportunity to show you how we use it day to day. Wee Man's travel cot sits on the back seat like that. Obviously we've got a little fridge here, we've got a hob and a sink, and it's just so if you're out and about anywhere and you need something or you need to wash something quickly, there's definitely having more stuff in here is of use. Little fridge, but then we've got our camping toilet in here and also our Kadak as well. They just live in the van all the time. So just in the driving seat now, so one of the downsides is it's got pretty poor visibility, and I'll show you that now. So as you can see there, you've got a little window at the side there. Obviously because of how we pack stuff, there's absolutely no space in the back. And then there's just a little window there as well. So you can't see a lot. So you have to really make use of the mirrors. You know, so we've got a pretty good view from them there. Another thing now which you can see, so because we sometimes sleep in the van whenever we go camping, you're constantly battling condensation. So what I normally use is I normally have one of these in the car that when it's parked up, and I'll keep one of those in overnight just to try and get out any moisture as it comes. So it's a bit of an example of what I mean there. So I'm just over at the front here, and then if you just go to the back here, I'm probably just over that bit as well with the bike rack and stuff like that. So it is a tight fit. And another thing in terms of size, and one thing that we took for granted really, is making sure you know what your height is. A lot of the time car parks have height barriers, so I think ours is around about maybe 2 meters, 2 meters 10. By the time you take into account if you've got a wind out sun canopy, or if you've got a solar panel on the top, or a roof light, air conditioning unit. So it's just little things like that which you don't necessarily always get with a car. Beauty of it though, how much space there is in the back. Pram in there, already made up. So all I'll do is I'll just throw the travel cot on the wheels and away we go. So I'm just going to show you how we travel when we're all in the car together. So me in the driving seat, Lisa there, and then the wee man down there. So we all managed to get onto the front row. So what this looks like is that for the last 1,250 miles since I last reset it, looks like we've got an MPG of about 33.5. So there's not a lot of motorway driving that, so you'd expect that to be a little bit lower, but it probably certainly is more, also lower than it would be if we had a car. For example, I think the Focus did something like sort of 45 mpg, and that was even towing the trailer tent. So the main downside really with the whole camper as a family car is that cost-wise it's quite a bit more expensive. So like we've just been through the MPG, so it's quite a bit lower compared to what the Focus was. The Focus was £20 a year for its road tax. Tango's £25 a month. Now I've got full no claims bonus, and my insurance through Adrian Flux is £50 per month, and through the Focus it was 28, 29. So the practicalities of it in terms of A, it looks cool. B, it just means that you can fit loads more space, loads more stuff in there space-wise, so shopping, all that sort of stuff. It's handy if you're going places and you want a cup of tea, or if you're going somewhere and you're desperate for the toilet. It's always handy having that in the back there. But cost-wise, just make sure you're weighing it up. I mean, if you've got 2 cars in the household and you're looking to move it to 1, then it'd be perfect. Hopefully it should save you money. But just to go from 1 car to 1 camper van, it is going to cost you more, but you do look a lot cooler, so it's definitely worth it. Now this next part here, although not necessarily anything to do with the video itself, obviously we've been to go and get some passports ready and some passport photos, and we had to go to the post office to get the pictures taken, so Lisa did not bode well.
Sorry.
I'm just looking at someone who's watching something on my phone. Watching Stoke goals from last night.
Hang on, give me a second.
I'm not even doing anything.
I just can't wait.
Trying to watch Stoke goals from last night.
Yeah. I'm gonna end up with tears in my eye. Stop making me laugh. I dry my eyes. Serious time.
Yeah, I'm ready to be serious. I'm super serious now. So car parking spaces and all that sort of stuff. A lot of the time car parks have got high banners on. A lot of the time car parks have got gated. What am I looking for here? What's the
Height barriers.
Yeah. So just trying to have a look now at the MPG. It's not working.